direct from the streets. It's your boy R.H.BLESS, the heart and soul of the streets.
Yes, sir.
B.L.O.C.K.Report DVD, speaking on behalf of the streets, here to introduce you.
It's your man Romey, MVP Mike with a mic, Midwest King. I'm out here, man. I'm out here in BK, you know, in the heart of the hood, man, you know. I'm everywhere. All these other artists not, man.
Let them know. It's no green screen. We are really in Brooklyn right now.
Oh yeah, look around. You see that Fort Greene, make you think about 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? Fulton, you know, that make you think about the man Big, you know. We really out here, we over here, man. You know, we getting it in, man. It is what it is,
Let's
man.
Just let them know what it is. It's Brooklyn artists supporting artists from everywhere. Decent artists, not every artist, but decent, good artists from outside of New York. We do that here on B.L.O.C.K.Report.
Yeah.
We show it.
And that's why I fuck with B.L.O.C.Report, you know. Like with B.L.O.C.Report or whatever, you know, like, it goes just beyond the hood, you know. It goes beyond, you know what I'm saying, just the New York hood. Like, they like to reach out or whatever to guys that's making moves or whatever, regionally, nationally or whatever. And that's what really, you know, made me a fan of the DVD. Listen, B.L.O.C.Report, it's your man MVP, Mike with a mic, Midwest King, Romey, you know, holding down the Get Rich Records, G's and R's all day, man. And you know, I'm out here, I'm grinding. I do this, I love music.
For those who haven't heard any of your music, haven't heard of Rome, let them know a little bit about you and where they can find you at.
You know, I just launched a new site for everybody out there. You know, you go on www.IamRomey.com. You know, you can also check out my YouTube, youtube.com/RomeyTV. You know, you check out the Twitter, you know, Romey, Midwest King. Check out the MySpace, www.myspace.com/GetRichRecords. You know, I'm grinding, man.
All right, so let them know where does the Romey grind begin? How did you get into the business? Let's start there.
I actually got in the business or whatever in about like 99. I'm already getting love out here. I got into the business or whatever in about like 99. Started coming out here to New York. The first exec I met with was Lenny S. You know, and that was kind of like my real break into the industry. And he just set me down or whatever, went over my material or whatever, you know, just gave me a lot of constructive criticism or whatever that helped mold and shape me into the artist that I am today, man.
How would you define that? What type of an artist is Rome? What should your listeners expect from your music?
The first verse from song number 11, which is, when you combine the coldest lyrics with the hottest flows, blood, sweat, and tears mixed with my heart and soul, B.I.G. swag mixed with Kanye's passion, Dougie Fresh stage presence in today's fashion. You get the man with the 6'7" frame, who ain't scared to let you know what's on his mind like game. Show through time of dedication like Drama and Lil Wayne, with a style and a sound all his own like T-Pain, with the influence like Pop, perfectionist like the Doc. He is the Get Rich, what Jay is to the Rock, that inspirational figure who came straight from the block and now refers to himself as hip-hop Barack, with 50 Cent ambition plus Eminem vision, to beat any beat to a pulp with precision. I'm the new addition, but I ain't Mike Bivens, to hip-hop's elite just as long as I'm living. And so like that verse, I feel like best describes who I am, what I'm about. Like all those different mixtures, just being a student of the game. And I feel like that's it in a nutshell. I had the pleasure or whatever of getting broke into the golden era when I was real young. Like 3 or 4 years old, I was reciting Beastie Boys, Run DMC, you know, Biz Markie, you know, Rakim, you know, like my uncle had me in it early. You know, like he used to have all the hip hop tapes that came out. He had them in his Nike boxes or whatever in his room or whatever in alphabetical order. And when he used to go out the crib or whatever, you know, I should sneak in his room and just go through it. After a while, he knew I was doing it or whatever. And you know, he used to just make me spit in front of the older OGs and stuff and whatnot or whatever. But then, you know, as I got into high school or whatever, and I really started realizing or whatever that this is what I wanted to do for a profession, I heard the Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt. And that album or whatever, my senior year of high school or whatever, when I heard that album, that's what ultimately made me want to be a hip hop artist and pursue an actual career. So I got to hear it and fall in love with it at an early age and appreciate what it was and that it was new and so fresh back then. And then as I got older or whatever, I got to fall in love with it again or whatever and be like, you know what, like this is what I'm supposed to do with my life.
Let the fans know where you're from exactly.
I am from Chicago, Illinois, born and raised, you know, and then, you know, my mom moved me to Madison, Wisconsin at like 12. You know, she got locked up, she got bumped off, she caught a case. And then I got shipped down to Memphis, Tennessee for like less than a year. And then I moved back up north or whatever to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I went to high school. And then I went back to Chicago and then moved back to Madison, Wisconsin. But everything started in Chicago. So I'm kind of like a hybrid.
How was hip hop culture influence on your life?
You know, when I was in Memphis or whatever, it was totally different. You know, like it was all about the 3-6 Mafia, the skinny pimps, like, you know, those dudes or whatever. They was really establishing themselves at that time, and you know, had the little nightclubs, was dropping the mixtapes heavy in the street. That affected me greatly or whatever. Moving back up to Milwaukee or whatever, like seeing the Cuckoo Cows and Baby Drews, you know, and then going back to the crib or whatever and seeing, you know, Lupe and all them, and Kanye with the back when he was with the Go Getters, back when Lupe or whatever, they was just starting First and 15th and all that. Like me foreseeing everything that they was gonna do or whatever, it sparked something in me or whatever to go hard or whatever and do my thing and take it to the next level as well, man.
Nowadays, taking it to the next level means not only being an artist, but being a businessman.
Yeah.
What's your take on that, on the business?
I think it is what it is or whatever. It's the music business. And whenever you don't whenever you have one without the other, you're gonna have problems having success. Because you're gonna be a talented artist that don't know the business or whatever and get undercompensated or whatever for your bodies of work. Or you know the business and you're really not that good musically or whatever, so you got into it or whatever, and your heart not in it or whatever, you got into it or whatever just to make money, and the fans see that. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you got to have a good mixture and balance of both, I feel.
As an artist from outside of the New York region, what's the general consensus about what hip hop is looking like to artists from other regions when looking at New York artistry?
I get so much love out here in New York. I think New York artists get a bad rap. I think a lot of New York artists or whatever, like, I think the hardest spitters are from New York, honestly. But I think that because our slang and our style or whatever is a little bit different, I think that's what's catching like label execs right now or whatever, like, just the fact that I come from someplace different. I think it's a lot of artists here or whatever that are really good or whatever and are really, really talented or whatever. I just think that they not getting a break because they from New York. And I think I'm getting a break because I'm not from New York. I mean, you asked, I told, man.
That's real. I mean, that's what we want to hear.
You asked, I told, man.
No frills here.
And in 2009, I came out here, whatever, and did 6 talent showcases and won all 6.
You want to name some of those showcases?
The J Hatch Downhill Showcase. I did the Bowery Poetry Club, Stormwatch, and just a couple of other ones. You know, like, I came out here and did 6 of them or whatever, and you know, despite whatever order they had me perform in, because I was an out-of-towner, you know, I still stepped up to the plate and did what I did or whatever, and was the best performer at all of them. So.
While you're here in New York, are there any artists that you're collaborating with or seeking to collaborate with?
Oh, shout out to my man Riz, Diamond District Entertainment, Will the Boss, David the Jeweler. I got to get R.H. on something too. You know, I'm putting it out there on Block. I'm putting it out there on the B.L.O.K.Report. So, you know, I'm selling a lot of records right now, so people want to have sit-downs with me.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it. My record, Don't Behave, it debuted on the Billboard charts at 49, like 8 weeks ago. You know, now it's number 14 on the top 100 and number 5 on the R&B and hip hop charts. single sales, man. Oh, that's independent. I got it in hundreds of stores nationwide. We got it all over iTunes, Amazon, MP3, Rhapsody, E-Media, you know, you name it, it's on there.